Kareena's hot new song from Brothers, a 9XM exclusive. Arijit Singh performed live and it was everything that you'd hope for. Is Kapil Sharma's TV show in jeopardy? Hey guys, I'm Caitlin and welcome to a very special episode of 9xe.com The Show. This is our 100th episode and we'd like to thank you all for being part of our beautiful journey. We'd never have been able to do it without you. So here is your 100th episode of 9xe.com The Show.
I'm hot, you're not, I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar. 9xe.
So a few episodes ago, Kareena Kapoor spoke to us about her special song from the film Brothers.
Excited about the song that's going to come out on around 9th or 10th July. It's a song which I've done with Siddharth and Brothers. That will be lots of fun for all the fans because after Fevicol I'm doing an item song.
The song Mira Naam Meri Hai is a sizzling number where we get to see Kareena go all sexy on us. I mean, we've seen her before in special songs like Fevicol Se for Dabangg 2, Ye Mera Dil from Dawn and her other special song with Shah Rukh, Marjani Marjani in Billu. Now let's not forget Chinta Ta Chitta Chitta with Akshay Kumar from Rowdy Rathore and It's Rocking from Kya Love Story Hai. But something tells us that this will be her best one yet. You just know that she's gonna burn up the screen and leave you breathless. It's gonna be that hot. And now, without further ado, here is a sneak peek at Kareena's hot number, Mera Naam Meri Hai. The full song breaks exclusively on 9XM on July 9. If you, like me, can't wait to see the full song, tune in only to 9XM. What we're also eagerly looking forward to is this MS Dhoni biopic. So last episode, we told you that Sushant Singh Rajput had a bad experience while practicing for Dhoni. He was trying to perfect Dhoni's helicopter shot and went down shrieking because he fractured his ribs. Thankfully, he's fine now. Now we have more news on the film, but thankfully it's nothing this dramatic, but it's still pretty important. While Sushant has long been finalized to play Dhoni, the role of Dhoni's wife Sakshi has yet to be filled in. Sakshi and Dhoni had met while Dhoni was touring for his matches. You see, Sakshi was working with a leading 5-star hotel in Kolkata. The two fell in love and got married in 2010. Since then, she has been by his side attending matches and tweeting support for Dhoni and Team India. Now, the names that are doing the rounds to play Sakshi Dhoni are Alia Bhatt, Shraddha Kapoor and Kriti Sanon. The shooting for Sakshi's part is scheduled to take place in September. Incidentally, all three girls will be busy during that time. However, each one of them is trying hard to accommodate the dates. A source close to the film told 9xe.com, "We will finalize the girl after 15 days. Think of it, who wouldn't want to play Mrs. Dhoni?" Sakshi has a very sweet charm about her and is rather petite. Keeping this in mind, Alia and Shraddha would be the perfect fit. Alia even looks a lot like Sakshi. However, we're wondering if Alia does come on board, what her equation will be with Sushant. After all, their relationship is a little strained after she walked out of Rabta starring Sushant. So who do you think will be the perfect girl to play Sakshi? Shraddha, Alia or Kriti? Tell us on facebook.com/9xe or twitter.com/9xe The Show. And looks like the director Anand L. Rai might just have found the perfect man to play a part in his next. After the success of Tanuwad's Manu Returns, Anand has become one of the hottest directors in Bollywood. We told you that he is planning a love story with Ranveer Singh. Before this, there was news that he was working on a film with none other than Salman Khan. Salman was to play the challenging role of a dwarf, and when we spoke to Anand a while ago about this, he told us,
So there are few ideas which, I met Salman sir, I met Ranveer. And I'm working on something, but it's too early for me to talk about it. And we meeting Bhai is again a delight, a very intelligent man. He knows what he is doing, and his understanding of life is brilliant. So, sharing ideas with him is again a great moment.
Well, he seemed pretty vague and refused to commit to anything then, which we guess worked in his favor because Salman later rejected the role. It seems he was unhappy with details of his role being leaked and actually wanted it to be super hush-hush. Now that Salman has refused the role, Anand has gone to another Khan. And which Khan is this? Yup, Anand has now taken the film to Shah Rukh Khan. If Shah Rukh agrees, this would be the first time he plays a dwarf. Salman and Shah Rukh will go head-to-head next Eid, with Sultan and Raiz releasing on the same day, and now this. Salman's role has gone to SRK. The friends turned foes turned friends have a long history, and their friendship has been very volatile. We wonder how this news will affect their relationship now. Will SRK take up Salman's sloppy seconds, or will the challenging role with a talented director attract him? Anand has already expressed a desire to work with Shah Rukh, and he has told a section of the media, "As I deal with romance in my films, I do wish to make a romantic film with Shah Rukh Khan. He is the right, best man in this space. If I have anything exciting and feel he will like it, I will surely approach him. I was a little shy when I met Shah Rukh. He is a very relaxed man. There was a connect between us. We had a healthy conversation. But I did not tell him that I wished to make a romantic film with him." The only tiny glitch could be Eros International, who Anand has an exclusive contract with. You see, Shah Rukh does not have a very good relationship with the studio. It all began with Ra1. Each of them played the blame game over the failure of the film. It only got worse when Eros' Son of Sardar and Shah Rukh's Jab Tak Hai Jaan clashed at the box office in November 2012. Now, it remains to be seen if Shah Rukh will look past these differences and take on the role of a dwarf. But now it seems like Salman is refusing to look past any differences he's had with another Bollywood actor. John Abraham excitedly tweeted the release date of his film Welcome Back. Welcome Back releases 4th September. Watch this space for more at Eros now. That's great news for all John fans and those looking forward to the sequel to Welcome. However, there was one man spoiling the party. Salman tweeted, "Back off, Hero coming on 4th September at Hero the Film." Now, what caught our attention were the two words, "back off." These words were clearly meant for John. After many delays, the remake of Hero, produced by Salman, has got a release date. Salman is leaving nothing to chance when it comes to the debut of Aditya Pancholi's son Suraj and Sunil Shetty's daughter Atya. He's gotten involved in photo shoots, look tests, edits, and VFX work of the film. So he wants absolutely nothing standing in the way, least of all another film releasing on the same day. However, Salman and John's rivalry goes back a few years. In 2006, during the Rockstars concert, the two went head-to-head. Apparently, John had angered Salman over money issues. After that, the two even shared some cold vibes on the sets of Babu. It seems the two completely avoided each other and even shot scenes with the other's duplicate. Things got worse when Salman also called John names. Salman even refused to work with John's then-girlfriend Bipasha Basu. However, the two did patch up later. They hugged it out when Salman visited John's Desi Boy set, and later John also wished Salman before he underwent surgery a few years ago. But looks like this tweet by Salman might have ignited that rivalry again. Actress cum politician Hema Malini has been in the eye of a storm ever since her Mercedes-Benz met with an accident with an Alto on the Jaipur highway last Thursday. The Khandelwal family travelling in the Alto suffered not only injuries but also lost their child Sonam. Now, many people have accused Hema of not having helped the child travelling in the other car while she was being led away to the hospital. Well, Hema has returned to her Mumbai house and has been advised bed rest for a few days, but daughters Aisha and Ahana are very angry that their mother has become a subject of controversy. To get their side of the story, 9xe.com The Show had an exclusive chat with Aisha, and this is what she had to say. "My mother didn't even know that a kid had been fatally injured in the accident. She knew it only when I told her about it the next morning, and she started crying. There was also an outcry over the doctor who picked her up but didn't pay attention to the people who were in the other car." Aisha shot back, "Look, the doctor in question didn't even recognize my mother. He just happened to see an injured lady and came forward to help. It was only when he was very near her that he understood who she is. I fully understand what the Khandelwals have lost. I fully understand their trauma. But please don't blacken my mum. Put yourself in her shoes and tell me what you would have done if you had been hit with such impact and a man rushed towards you to put you in his car and take you to a hospital. Is this all happening because my mother is the dream girl? Is this all happening because she is Hema Malini? Is this all happening because she is a politician? Whatever is being said against her with reference to the accident is downright ridiculous and disgusting." We also asked her if the accident victim's family would get any support from her mother. Aisha promised, "Obviously, my mother is not an insensitive woman. We will go with open arms. If they accept our help, well and good. What happened was extremely unfortunate. That's it. I don't want to say anything more." Well, we won't take sides here. The person who matters has spoken, and we hope that the dream girl is up on her feet soon. Welcome back to 9xe.com, the show where we're celebrating 100 glorious episodes. So it was announced with big fanfare that Shahid Kapoor will judge the dance reality show Jhalak Dikhla Ja. But at the recent press conference to launch the show, Shahid was conspicuous by his absence. The man, after all, is in the thick of his wedding celebrations. So seems the channel had to cover up by calling it an interaction with the celebrity contestants and dance gurus. After the Jhalak Dikhla Ja team had spoken to Shahid and decided on a date to hold a press conference and officially announce the next season, Shahid cancelled on them. And he's done this not once but at least twice or thrice. He's just cancelled on the team at the last moment and refused to do the press conference. Those associated with the show are troubled by this since the next season goes on air on July 11th, and with Shahid's marriage to Mira, they are unsure when he will promote the show. A source close to the show told 9xe.com, the team was made to wait enough for Shahid and finally the show had to be launched with or without him. So we did it. Jhalak Dikhla Ja has always been launched in a big way, but this time we had to launch it this way, calling it an interaction. Hopefully Shahid will interact and promote the show. Also missing was the other judge, Karan Johar. When it comes to popular reality shows like these, it all depends on the audiences, and if Shahid is refusing to do the press conference and announce the show, how will the audiences ever know about it, especially those in smaller towns who follow the show and even visit the sets at times to watch it being taped. Not only this, Shahid had to keep the show's unit waiting for over 7 hours. Shahid was to shoot a promo for the show, and while his call time was 11 AM, he landed only at 2 PM. After that, he still wanted some time for himself and shot only 5 hours later. That's pretty unprofessional, Shahid. And creating problems on the sets of her reality TV show, Indian Idol Junior, is Judge Sonakshi Sinha. The channel had asked her to be a part of the show and had high hopes from her. However, when she has been asked to promote the show, her team sends the channel excuses like, she's busy, she's traveling, she's tired, she's preoccupied. So it looks like the respective shows are suffering because of the R. Rajkumar lead pair, who the channel hoped would add glamour to get more eyeballs. The lesson here should be that when you hire a star for the idiot box, you need to think long and hard and prepare for any eventuality. Coming up, is this the last we've seen of Kapil Sharma's TV show? After a public breakup, Rati Agnihotri and her husband have reconciled. This is 9xe.com, the show where we're celebrating our 100th episode. But could Kapil Sharma have just aired the last episode of his show, Comedy Nights with Kapil? Well, a few days ago, he tweeted, "Hello friends, hope all well, but I'm not well. Advised for bed rest, shooting last episode with @being Salman Khan, coming back soon." That seemed like an innocent tweet, right? But it so wasn't. The inside news is that Kapil and Colors, the channel that airs his show, are having a major fight. Kapil's show aired at 10 PM, Colors shifted it to 10:30. However, they did not begin airing the show until 10:37. Now that is quite something. So why did they do this? A source close to the show told 9xe.com, this was happening because the channel wanted more traffic on India's Got Talent. The viewers would switch to the channel from 10:20 PM for Kapil and they would end up seeing a chunk of India's Got Talent. Doesn't that increase the TRPs of their new show? So Kapil went to the channel and asked them to put his show back in the 10 PM slot. But they were like, sorry, no can do. Jhalak Dikhla Ja is airing soon. Tempers flared and the channel even said that they'd be happy to air the show without Kapil. But then it would just be Comedy Nights with. I hope they come up with another name. Right now, Kapil is on a 3-month break to nurse a bad back and might also head to the US for a few shows. The source says he will use this time to rethink the show's format and reinvent himself if required. However, could this be the channel's way of getting back at Kapil? A while ago, from twice a week, Kapil made the channel air his program once a week. This is because he got Abbas Mastan's film Kis Kis Ko Pyar Karo. Kapil though might not be crying over the show since it seems that he's got a Phantom Films project. Yup, Anurag Kashyap's Phantom Films. Now this is a merging of talents we'd love to see. What do you guys think of Kapil's tiff with the channel? Write to us on facebook.com/9xe or tweet us at 9xe the show with hashtag #WeWantKapilBack. And Abhishek Bachchan has proved that he should not be the guy you have a tiff with. He'll shut you down like a boss. Abhishek is all set with his next All Is Well, where he shares screen space with Rishi Kapoor. The two play a father-son duo in the movie, sharing a bittersweet relationship. But Abhishek has an unshakable bond with his real-life daughter Aradhya and is extremely protective of her. 9xe.com The Show told you recently how the Bunty or Bubbly star shut down a Twitter troll when he posted a meme of AB Jr.'s daughter Aradhya for no real reason. The discussion took social media by storm and Abhishek got support from all quarters, finally resulting in the Twitter account user apologizing and deleting the meme. At the trailer launch of All Is Well, when he was about the recent Twitter incident, Abhishek had this to say.
First of all, I wasn't deeply hurt. This is something I'm very used to. I've always had this attitude that if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. If you're going to be available on a public platform, you have to be ready for the brickbats as well as the bouquets. And I'm fine with that. And I've always taken it in my stride and very healthily. In fact, if there are people who speak negatively, I take it to note and try and see how I can improve myself. But yes, my family is strictly off limits. I do understand both my parents and my wife are public figures, but my daughter is strictly off limits. I'm not here to talk about her. And nor do I appreciate anybody making detrimental comments towards her. So I think I just said what I had to say. The gentleman was very kind enough to remove the tweet, and he also realized that maybe he had gone slightly too far, and he very kindly removed the tweet and apologized, and that was very much appreciated. I think when you're in the public domain, it's important to allow freedom of speech. It's your constitutional right. But I'm allowed to take objection to what you say. And since it is my platform and he tweeted something to me, I replied back to him. It was a message that I did directly to him. I didn't do it publicly. That was it. It's the end of the matter. And if you're on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, this is going to happen, and it's healthy and it's fine and it's fun sometimes.
Abhishek made his debut with Refugee opposite Kareena Kapoor, but his career has been on the downswing for a while now. After surviving the 90s with less than stellar movies, his performance was critically acclaimed once again in Guru, where he portrayed the life and times of a businessman. Abhishek gave us another smash hit with the Dhoom series, where he played an upright police officer. While the antagonists in the movie have changed, it's ACP Jay Dikshit and his partner Ali who have remained the same throughout the franchise. Since then, fans have criticized Abhishek for his acting skills and his decisions about movies, and the comments have only got meaner. Abhishek's last major role was in Happy New Year, which had a multi-star cast, and he rubbed shoulders with Shah Rukh Khan and Deepika Padukone. But whatever his professional life is, it just isn't done to drag his daughter into a critique of his movies. So good news is on the cards for Rati Agnihotri and husband Anil Virwani. The two have decided to look past their previous differences and are together once again. When news broke about senior actress Rati walking out on husband Anil, Bollywood was shocked. What made the incident more shocking was Rati's allegation of Anil abusing her for 30 years and the complaint she filed at the Worli police station in April this year. While Anil vehemently refused the allegations, the prospect of divorce loomed large over the two. However, 9xe.com The Show now has it that in a recent development, the couple have come together and resolved to concentrate on their future instead of delving in the past. And none other than Anil has confirmed this development to us. This is what he had to say. Yes, things have become much better. Now none of us want to focus on the bitterness. It is behind us and we are back to our happy selves. I've known Rati for 33 years and that is a lot of time. You don't part ways just like that. Well, that seems to be good news. This is what Anil had to say when asked whether divorce has been called off. Yes, there is no question of a separation. That's pretty heartwarming news. What brought about this welcome change though? There was just this one moment when we both realized that we need each other. It was one split second and not more than that, and things just became normal. I think it is our love for Tanuj, their son, that made a big difference. He's only begun his career and as parents we want to be there for him. Tanuj Virwani is the couple's son who made his debut with Love You Sonio and acted in Purani Jeans a year later in 2014. Tanuj is just happy that his parents are on the path of reconciliation. I am very glad that my parents are trying to work things out and have reached some sort of stability. I've spoken to them individually and told them that there is no point being together if you are not happy, and at the same time there isn't any point to be separate and be unhappy. So there is a grey area there. They have been together before I was even thought of, so they obviously know each other well enough. I'm just being there for them as my equation remains unchanged. Anil also spoke about friends being instrumental in helping the couple sail through the difficult times. He said, "Friends were always there and they were overjoyed to know that we were back together. Now, the important thing is to sustain our relationship for several more years to come, and yes, we are optimistic about it. Well, seems all's well that ends well. We wish the family all the strength for the future. Coming up, Amir eyes property in a very unlikely location. After that, we meet again on 9xe.com, the show. Amir Khan may be gearing up for his next dangal, but his business acumen is still strong enough and raring to go. A while ago, 9xe.com, the show, told you that Amir hosted Pritam at his Panchkani farmhouse to discuss the music for dangal. Now, our sources have it that Amir is eyeing property in Sector 17 of Vashi and even met brokers while en route to Panchkani. Amir has been looking at property in the Navi Mumbai area for a few weeks now. He currently lives in the middle of Mumbai in Bandra, so Vashi is easier to get to his Panchkani farmhouse. Also, recently, many shoots have begun to take place in the Navi Mumbai area, so the travel becomes easier. Star or no star, everyone has to suffer the Mumbai traffic. So such leafy environs that are a comfortable drive away from the hustle and bustle of the city are fast becoming favorite investment opportunities for Bollywood. Who doesn't know the famous Panvel farmhouse of Salman Khan that was recently host to Sonakshi Sinha's birthday party? Salman uses his farmhouse as base camp whenever he shoots in Karjat or Lonavala. If all turns out well, Amir might be the other Khan who has his own property near Mumbai. And he's not the only one who's looking for property that would solve all his travel issues. Even Ranveer Singh, currently shooting for Bajirao Mastani, has recently bought a property near Film City in Goregaon, Mumbai. Well, even if the studio is old, many a shoot still happens in the hallowed portals, making it simple for anyone living near it to reach shoots on time. Even the Khoobsurat star Sonam Kapoor seems to have decided to move out of her family home and settle in the concrete jungle that is Bandra Kurla complex. Her new home is a vast 7,000 square feet space. Buying a new residence is one of the most exciting activities in one's life, and we are sure Amir has great plans for the new house, whenever he decides to spruce it up. And here's something that will leave you stupendously stumped. So, every opportunity Bollywood gets, they have to make a statement, otherwise they might just evaporate from people's memories. And one of the ways they decide to do this is through some pretty out there fashion choices. But like, seriously guys, take a minute to think things through. Whenever Sonam Kapoor hits the red carpet, it's a conversation starter, and more often than not, she leaves us spellbound. Except this one time. Is there a Daffy Duck missing somewhere? Because I'm sure Sonam Kapoor kidnapped him and hid him at the bottom of her dress. Sounds bizarre, but so is her look. Ranveer Singh is easily one of the best dressed guys out there. He has his own sense of style, which is in your face, but he can almost always pull it off. However, at the GQ Best Dressed Men's event, he was trying too hard. Yup. We get that he gives no, well, you know what's written on his tee, but like, must he wear a t-shirt that says that? And what's up with those pajamas and those slippers? Wear a suit next time, Ranveer. Alia Bhatt's style on most days is young, fresh, and of late she's been mixing it up with some sexy. Here, Alia looked good, no doubt, but that's a massive, massive gown, and it could easily house a few hobbits. How did she even sit in that thing? Did she like request guests next to her to please adjust? Huma Qureshi's gown is possibly made of tears that we cried when we saw her in it. Like, why? Why? Our time machine works, it's Victorian England, and Neha Dhupia is the Queen Regent. The only reason you'd wear a corset and those sleeves is to call attention to yourself. Kangana Ranaut is a fashion risk taker. She doesn't really care what you have to say about her style and carries off a variety of looks like a boss. And this green number was high on style and oomph. But she took it all a little too far by flashing her frilly unders. Well, we hope the next time we see these actors, they'll have made better fashion choices. And you guys know you've made the perfect choice by tuning in to 9XE.com, the show, for 100 episodes, right? Once again, thanks a lot for boatloads of love and support. Continue to show us love by logging onto our site, 9xe.com, and our YouTube channel. Also download the free 9xe app, talk to us at facebook.com/9xe and at 9xe the show.